Welcome to the Outer Realm with Michelle DeRoche and Amelia Pisano. Airing live on the United Public Radio Network, 105.3 FM in New Orleans.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Wednesday night segment of the Outer Realm. Apologies for the delay. Tech issues now on track. Appreciate everyone's patience. So we are broadcasting live on United Public Radio Network, UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 FM from the Gulf Coast, 107.7 FM from New Orleans. We are fully sponsored by the amazing people over at Folgers Coffee who have been a part of our journey for the last several years. Thank you, Folgers. We couldn't do it without you, nor would we want to. Also, big thank you to Justice Snicker, a.k.a. Dr. Snick, the sonic surgeon, for the contribution of his time, his music, and his voice for the intro you just heard. He is an award-winning composer of Halloween, horror, sci-fi, and dark rave electronic music, which can be found on all of your favorite music streaming platforms. And big shout out to Steve McGinnis, the artist behind our logos here at the show. Happy birthday, Steve. Woohoo! Yeah, I just did that. Anyway, check him out on Facebook and Instagram. Also specializes in the Halloween and horror genre, but does incredible commission pieces of any type. So tonight we welcome back Elsa Dillon, going to be catching us up on what's been going on in her world of wonder. And then we're going to be getting on to the discussion of ancient sites, hidden knowledge, and the extraterrestrial connections. So before we do that, I just want to make sure I get everybody in the chat room because I really thank you all for your patience. Hi, Kevin. Hello, Batgirl. Hello. And get rid of all my stuff over here. Hello, Wayne. Hello. Kathy, nice to see you. Been a while. Welcome back. Okay, going in, going down. Heidi, hello, Heidi. Hello. Oh, you guys are awesome. So thank you guys. And make sure I get everyone. Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Hello. All righty. So I think it's safe to say we are good. Oh no, we got more people. Thank you, Mark, for reposting on X. Appreciate that. Holly, it took us a bit, but we are here and we are good to go. So thank you all again for hanging tight. Hi, Mort. How are you? All right. I think I've got everyone and back on YouTube. Thank you, Mark. All right. So without further ado, please join me in welcoming our special guest, Elsa Dillon. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
It does it to me every time just before we go. Like, it doesn't matter how many times I test it. Just before I go on, it switches off. I go, okay.
And here we are. Yeah.
And here we are. Oh, hello, everyone. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Caroline. Oh my gosh. Well, it's nice that here you are and we're able to do this again. So what's been going on in your crazy, wondrous world over there?
Well, you think it's also going to calm down as well. And you go, oh, maybe this is it. Maybe that's enough, and I'll be normal now. And then, no, it goes on. It takes it to another level, and you just go, oh, really? So
normal's overrated, though.
Yeah, I just go, what? So you want me to? It's like if I don't share it, it kind of gets worse. So I got to share it. Yeah. You know what I know you know what I mean. So,
I do. I know exactly, what you mean. Maybe not on your scale of out there.
I'm sure you do.
But so you've sent a video, right? I'm just going to come back.
I sent it. It wasn't. I thought it was on YouTube, but it's on Facebook. So
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna try. Yeah, I'm gonna try to grab this thing right here. 1 second. Okay, no, it doesn't want me to do that. So there it is. Okay, I'm gonna try to do it this way, and then I'm going to
I hope
try.
the recordings come through not too loud or anything.
Oh no, this is good. This is perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just let me know when you want me to show this, and then we'll.
Well, I thought I sent this video to Michelle because it shows an example of how this occurs to us,
Yeah, yeah,
and then we're supposed to work it out and do something with it. And how does it work? How does it make my family's life easier now?
Mm.
And the way it does is it's paying. You spoke of this the last time we spoke. It's paying it forward.
yeah,
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 that's what it's paying it forward, because I'm not getting I'm not covering my bills with the
yeah.
sharing the information at all. And
No, no.
the same thing. Everyone says the same thing. Doing all this work and I'm not getting paid. How are we going to survive? How am I going to pay the bills? But it
Mhm.
comes in other ways. It comes with ease and grace, and
Yes.
just things turn up and it gets easier.
Yes, I know. Well, and the universe and the powers
Yeah.
that be seem to have a way of doing that. I think you just need to, it's like let go of the wheel. I guess is the best way I could put it. It's like let go of the wheel and let something or someone else take the wheel and just sort of coast for the ride.
Oh, that's so like,
You
give someone else the wheel. Let someone else drive it. And
know?
that's when they say you have to allow it, and that's
Yeah.
part of grounding. You have to allow it.
I think you
And
have to feel safe in doing so as well.
then you go through all the fear.
Yeah.
Let me, and I still have fearful encounters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so sometimes when we're doing, ghost or something to do with spirit, I have things where I just, like, my heart's beating 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then so you've got the spirit side, but then I'll have something happen 3D, and then it takes even more scarier because you're worrying about safety and you hear all those scary movies you've seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Which
then you go, you know what, at this level now, really? Then you
yeah.
just go, then I just literally have to, like, laugh at myself like a jester, a fool. I laugh at myself, and it just,
Mhm.
the fear, the problem seems to dissipate,
Mhm.
and it's not there. It's like you rise above it.
Mhm.
But I never realized that I had to laugh at myself to do it.
Right. Right. Oh,
And so
that's
people,
healthy. It's healthy.
well, a lot of people in the information that I present, they think that I'm not taking it seriously. And so that's fine for them. But
It's not about them
maybe,
though.
no, and it's not. And, this information I share is unconditional.
Mhm.
So it's happened to us. And whether you judge it or not, or like it or not, or believe it or not, it has no bearing on my life.
Yeah, there we
But
go.
it sounds rude, right?
Yeah.
But by me doing that, and then Michelle doing that, and then my kids doing that, my husband doing that, it just,
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
know, everyone seems happier rather
Yeah.
than policing each other and judging. And
Yeah, but you know what? Everyone deals differently, and we
yeah,
all go within our own comfort level. And sometimes it is a very lighthearted experience. Why shouldn't you laugh? What are you supposed to do? Be just like all gloom and doom and serious. And if
yeah,
you're having a good experience, then live, love, laugh. That's what I always
yeah.
say. Live, love, laugh. Pay it forward and just project out this incredible energy. And I
Well,
think maybe that's
yeah,
why you get as much as you do.
yeah. And the other thing is also seeing others, them do it themselves their way.
Mhm,
And, people are shifting to their beautiful homes. They're getting great jobs. Like, they're
mhm,
doing things, their children are doing great things, or loved ones are coming back. So I'm seeing it in others. So it's working.
mhm.
Um, this is one thing that came to me before your show. This continual waiting for something after lockdowns.
Mhm.
It's so boring.
Yeah.
I'm over. I literally everyone I know is over it, and they keep saying we're waiting for disclosure, we're waiting for this, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to act as if everyone knows,
Yeah.
and if they don't, they won't ever talk to me again, and that's fine. So,
I mean, why are you waiting for disclosure? I mean, you don't have to wait for
yeah,
disclosure. You have it.
yeah. Well, it's been
There
a
was
secret for so long in our family. I'm just like, I actually felt so once we came on social media, the feeling of relief in my body was just
mm-hmm.
so hard keeping a secret.
Yeah.
And the ones that are keeping the secrets,
Mm-hmm.
boy, this must, with all the solar flares and stuff, this must be seriously rattling them, if not making them pass over or something, because there's no
Yeah.
way you could
Mhm.
carry all those secrets
Mm-hmm.
with these solar flares and be at peace. You just couldn't.
It's a burden as well, I think. You
Mm,
know, I mean, you know, there are people out there who want to instill this kind of fear, and I think that they're they're good at their job, and
mm,
people are carrying this extra weight, and I don't think,
yeah.
you know, do they need to be? I mean, some people handle it differently than others,
Mm,
you
yeah.
know.
What
So,
happens, though, well, the other thing I wanted to say to you, because I know you'll get this conversation, is that what happens if they're never meant to get it and them not getting it is to assist us?
mhm.
And I was like,
Mm.
ooh.
There are people out there
So,
going, "What?"
yeah. So I was
Yeah.
like, maybe,
Mm.
maybe
Mhm.
yeah, maybe not everyone is meant, maybe they'll never get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like maybe
Mhm.
not, because when I first started understanding things way back, you go through that frustration. You want to tell everyone, then everyone
Mhm.
doesn't want to listen to you. Then you
Yeah.
get angry. Then you go through the frustration and stuff. And look, I'm so hear that.
There's a
And
great division. You can either allow yourself to fall into that division, or you could just sort of
mm,
stay in your own playing field and just sort of, you know,
mm,
go on with on your merry way with people of like mind, right?
yeah, yeah. And I think I feel more now than ever. It's about just like just treating disclosure as it's already happened.
Mhm.
And just finding community and this, community and that, and
Mhm.
helping people build communities, because this is what lockdown really did. It's like it broke. I don't know if it was the same in America, but people that had card groups,
Mhm.
or they would go to the betting area where they would bet on the horses. It was like a community of lots of older people, and they would meet,
Mhm.
or the sewing groups, or all these older groups. They would meet, and now
Mhm.
they don't meet anymore because of the
Yeah.
lockdowns didn't allow it. But
Mhm.
these communities have not come back, so there's a
Yeah.
lot of people feeling really alone.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, the job was done well.
yeah, yeah.
You know, the
Well,
job was done well, and some people will recover from the trauma of that and move forward, and there are those that will never, you know, get over that kind of
yeah,
trauma because it's
yeah.
hard for people, so, you know. I don't know that human beings are meant to be solitary, and so many people were, you know.
Mm,
Yeah, like Kathy
yeah.
said, very disconnected, you know?
Yeah, they
So,
disconnected us. But
yeah.
I think I'm not, look, because I'm not, what, I don't watch the news, but I can
Mm,
really feel, I can feel it. I can
mhm.
feel all the rubbish that comes out. But
Yeah.
but I just saw, I saw someone sent me an article where they're spraying for insects in one of the states in
Mhm,
Australia. So they're
mhm,
spraying in your air. So you have no choice. You're being fly
mhm.
sprayed.
Yeah,
And if anyone's fly sprayed near your face, you instantly feel your tongue has no taste. This is
mhm.
poison.
Yeah.
So so okay, whether they are doing it or not doing it, it's like they want it to be so crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, you get
Oh,
everything's
I
so crazy. You just go,
yeah.
it's
You
like
feel like you're in a sci-fi movie, like a
yeah,
bad B movie. Not even
a
a good
really bad
sci-fi.
B movie.
Yeah, it's a bad B movie. That's what it
Yeah,
feels like.
and you go, you seriously, but then others justify it, and you go, you seriously gonna follow that narrative? And
Yeah.
it has, I think that's part of it as well. Yeah, so
Yeah.
making it crazy.
No, I know. But you know what? I think it's a good time. Like I know when when everything happened and lockdown, things went quiet, and I chose to really use it as productive time and time to get out there and ground and I started noticing things that you never noticed before, even within your community. Just traveling along one of the rivers, I'm like, there's a whole pile of caves over there. You could just see them along the side, but normally there's so many people around, you never realize that they were there all along. And you look to the skies. I mean, there were tons of UFO sightings.
Yeah,
I mean,
there was.
MUFON was like pretty busy from what I hear from, a couple of friends I had who were involved. A lot of the UFO groups are like, oh yeah, it's getting all kinds of reports coming in. So sort of like,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I think it was a good time for awakening for others if they use the time appropriately.
Well, so get them really, really busy. They'll get so busy and busy, then they'll get
Yeah.
sick and tired. And to get sick and tired, the origin words of this is to see the magi in sense.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm re-spinning the sick and tired. So if you're feeling sick and tired, it's time to come to your senses, really. What are you doing? Look at it, because that sick and tired is a broken, fragmenting world that needs to be let go. But maybe it's yourself that isn't letting go. And look, this happens to me a lot. I do this a lot with myself, going, no, nice one, Elsa. You think you got it sorted, and then look at you. At you.
You realize, darn it, I'm scattered.
No, I must go
I'm
deep.
scattered.
And I go outside and just start digging, because
I know. I think every generation goes through something. I mean, you can read about things even in ancient times and go, God, when I don't want to have been around back then. There'll be generations far into the future from this time that kind of go, God, those guys were just like, yeah, it was us,
Yeah.
just happened. So, but I don't know what, it's a time of awakening. Do you feel like we're going through this bit of awakening now a little bit? Like
Yeah.
people are
And
just awareness, I guess, is better.
yeah, people, I'm finding, I call it like that. They call it through the looking glass, but it's really the Alice moments. Everyone's seeing, seeing and they're curious, and they are following white rabbits, and then going down tunnels, and not the dark tunnels that I mean, but their own journey of themselves, and finding out where they really are here on, whatever this place is that we are on.
Yeah.
But
Just spinning around.
So okay, so I'll give you an example. So this video that I sent you,
yes.
So Monday, this is Monday.
Okay.
So this is a fresh one. So Monday night, it was a weird day. A lot of people were getting rushed to emergency and crossing over. Yeah, a lot of like emergencies. We had ambulances everywhere. I was getting weird emails from everyone around the world. Anyway, and personally as well.
Yeah.
And so I was feeling it. The kids were feeling it. Everyone was feeling really off. They were feeling alien. And I keep saying Atlas is upgrading us in a big way. Anyway, so I'm, trying to finishing off the day, and then I'm about to head to bed sort of thing, and I'm shutting all the computers down, and it's dark outside, and I hear this crow. And it starts, this crow will not shut up. He is loud. He's in the tree. He's right outside my office bedroom, and I've gone, what is he just won't shut up. So I go outside, and there's a craft hovering, annoying him just above the tree. I've gone, are you crowing? Are you cawing because of that? And so I come back in, grab my phone, because I'm not NASA and I don't use big cameras.
Yeah.
I just use my phone because I never have time. Who has time to set up a camera and get a video of it? Anyway, so I run out and I'm like to the kids, whoever is close by, they can hear me, and they go, she's outside again.
The crow.
So they come out. She's talking to the crow.
Yeah.
But it's not normal to hear a crow in the middle of the night anyway. So I come out, and there's this like blue, I've seen this one before, this blue craft, but it's really close. And then the crow sounds like in the video when you play it, sounds like it's going up, up.
Oh. All right.
Well, so cute. But anyways, I'm looking at him, and then I felt a very weird energy like come over me. It starts flashing, and I can see structures out of the bottom of it.
Right.
And I felt like then that we could see a few meteors go over, because it was a meteor night, and I felt being watched. And I went, so are you watching me? Are you watching over us, or are you watching my behavior? Or you're interfering with the crow's energy? So he's picked up on it, and now I'm out here picking up on it. And then I looked to the so he was more on the left of the sky, and then I looked more to the right of the sky, and there was more of them. But they were a little bit further away, and these ones had we call them probes or seekers, where they have the kids, where they send off little ones, so they sort of hover in one spot, and then they have ones around them that are really busy, investigating. And I'm just going, what are you up to up there? Are you? And then a lot of the time where they are, I feel that they are collecting energy points or data, or you know how like a crop circle holds energy, or a crystal holds energy. Well, I feel that that's what they're doing.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
So, do you want to show this, and you can explain as we go along?
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
let's
play the video.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not too loud. Sorry if it is.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Here we go. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Oh, I can't hear Crow. Can't even hear him. Can you hear it or not?
All you can hear is the crow.
Oh, you can't hear the crow? Oh, you can hear
it. Yeah.
You can hear him. I can't hear him.
Oh, I can hear him. He's going crazy.
Yeah, I couldn't hear it.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and so that was the really close one. And they kept saying this is divine speech, divine words, divine speech, divine words. And so it's about people like yourself and people that understand. Just keep sharing, keep telling, keep sharing, like how the grandmothers and grandfathers used to do. Just keep paying it forward. Yeah,
it's very important. So how do you feel? Hi, Michelle. How do you feel? I'll ask you. With Atlas, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, we had a very we don't have any relatives. It's just the 10 of us. It's not a sad. This is not a sad story.
Yeah.
It is a little bit of a sad story. But we have a family that we've known for 10 years in where we live, and their father crossed over just recently. It was just fell off a ladder. Yeah, it was just weird. Anyway, the son said, "Can you? He's going to cross over. He's in hospital. I want you to tap into him." And I was like, "Oh, this is really." So I went, "Okay, here we go." And so I start tapping into him, and he's showing me what's on the bed or what was about to be put on the bed from the priest. And then the message was before. That was the message from what the priest put on the bed, but also his message. And then they did a ceremony afterwards, same message again, before. And before is the message of man. And the message of the message of man is wero or werewolf, which is be wolf. And so, as I understand it from where we're up to in our belief system, this is ant. Then we have the neck, which is our collar band. That's why we're called humans. And they've taken away a couple of our cones and receptors, so we can't see the same colors as animals. And down below is wolf, and we've literally been stood up. And now we've got to stand up on our own 2 feet. That's what they're basically. I'm going, oh, that sounds like a real mother comment to say.
I know.
It sounds like it's so. It sounds like you hear your mum saying, you go, oh, there they go again. But they want us to stand up on our own 2 feet because they've. So they're wanting us to know the evolution of us, not the see no evil, hear no there. So they're wanting us to realize we're not monkey, and realize once we understand our evolution, that will help break down old ways.
Yeah.
So I'm this crazy person telling people about ants and wolves and it's so, but it everything I go through, it just confirms it again, confirms it again. It's connected to Egypt. It's all connected to Egypt and well before Egypt. And it's connected to all the dragon stories, all the dragon line stories you hear.
Yeah, I know it well. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and werewolf comes into this, So,
there's a lot more to the whole ethereal side of things than people realize into ancient history. Even with werewolves, you just go back into so many different mythologies of half human and half animal. Look at Anubis, like you're just the guardians of, like they're just really deep. It's a deep rabbit hole, but it's definitely one venturing into for anybody who's really interested.
Well, this seems. In my world, I don't know if every family member feels the same about it, but in how I speak, there is no this is how it is. I just go, that's it. Once you've viewed it, you can't unview it. And so it explains Bible, it explains Kokopelli, it explains ancient petroglyphs, it explains whale, and it explains where they've placed museums, it explains architecture, and so and it's connected to Tartarian, and the more and more I understand it, the more and more the animals teach me about it. So that people go, well, how did you learn all this? And I'm like, from a kookaburra. I'm like, what? What do you mean you learned it from a kookaburra? I said, I've learned it from a.
I did. I know. Talented.
They go, what?
I know.
Some of my biggest discussions are with insects. So, look. The thing is I'm so in an allowing state. I'm obviously able to hear what their message is. So it's working. It's working for us anyway. And maybe maybe that's as far as you're meant to get with the Elsa Spin Being story, is just say that she's doing it her own way. Maybe that's enough for you to hear in the message. Yeah, it's
Right. Well, what about all these people? You know, some people are remote viewing this thing, and some people are like, no, it's just a comet. There's some
yeah,
other people are like, no, I've RV'd this thing. There's like draconians on board. There's just
yeah.
like 5 million of them, and you know, and this thing seems to have its own, like it's got some sort of propulsion. And so, what do you say to
Oh, you mean
all
with
of that?
Atlas?
Atlas, yeah,
Yeah,
because it seems
Atlas.
to be affecting like a lot of things here on
Yeah,
earth, mostly the people, because they're in a state of wonder
yeah.
or they're in a state of panic. It's just like, you know.
Well, so history is his story, and so we don't believe in history. Not that way anyway. Not how
Yeah,
I understood it at school. So
yeah.
um, the feeling I'm getting now is the Bible was more like a dream,
Mm,
and they were actually speaking of us now, and this is the three kings. Yeah, that's what Atlas to me is
right,
the three kings, and
right.
they're here. They bring gifts.
Mhm,
They they're he's showing you the Christ within.
mm,
Yeah. And a lot of people say, why would our creator do this to us? And the creator is you.
mm,
But not many people like that one. Most people go, that's it, I'm going to turn her off now.
right.
But
Yeah.
when you start seeing, like, that's why I share a lot of our stories, is
Mhm,
because a lot of the stuff manifests right before my eyes
mhm.
with all our family members. I think to myself, it's interesting that we do have so many family members, because it's not one witness. There's many
Yes.
of many different ages as well. So
Mhm. Yeah, having different experiences. So
yeah,
so let's jump into the topic then, because
which
it's
it's a
a
big
great
one, right? I
segue.
just opened a can. It's like opening the
I
Coca-Cola can.
I know,
All
we're
the
all over the
bubbles
place.
just came out. I was like,
No,
oh
but you
no.
segued us with Egypt, so why don't we
Yeah,
start there? Why don't we start there? I mean,
with Egypt. Oh,
yeah, well, let's start with Egypt, you know, like getting into these ancient sites or these ancient places, power spots, you know,
mhm.
and the connection to, you know, beings from the stars. I mean, we, you know, the Toltecs, right, are a
Mm.
good one, and then we've got obviously the ancient Egyptians. I mean, you can go into tombs, and the tomb of King Seti the First has got like a craft in there, and what looks like a helicopter. And I mean,
Yeah,
unless they're misreading it, but I mean, they're really focusing on this being like, wow.
yeah. Well, I see, my dad's Egyptian, so dad grew up in Alexandria, which is my middle name.
Yes.
Alexandria. Um,
Yeah.
my kids are laughing. They go, "Oh, she's talking about Alexander the Great again." Um,
That's okay. We know
and
his
Alexander,
connection to
yeah,
the
Alexander
Ptolemies,
the
right?
well, Alexander's connected to what the crow's message was, and he was great with the sword, the spoken word, and that's
Mhm,
what he would do. He'd go around and meet people.
mhm,
meeting Meeting people is me, et.
right.
And so when you're meeting another person, you are you meeting another ET, meaning you are a star seed meeting another star seed.
Mhm, yeah,
Star means ta, see ta. So when I see Michelle, I'm seeing another star. This is why
right.
it's important not to control others,
Mhm,
because you dim them. If you allow them to be their own path, they shine more, and you can use their shine and your shine together is more empowering. And this is what they would do, practice in the pyramids, in the channels.
mhm,
Then they would debrief, and then they would use pyramid text, coffin text. The See, the way hieroglyphs are, I don't read them the way many have studied them.
mhm.
I read them from channeling. So, or whatever it is I do. That's how I, that's how I read them, and they tell a very different story. and they help me unfold things. And so with the pyramids, one era of the pyramids would write in blue because they knew the others couldn't see it. So it was like the blueprint was secret code. And they knew the blue ones were coming. The Hopis knew the blue ones were coming, and they're the ones that could see blue. That's us. They've left codes for us. The reason they were remote viewing. That's what I believe they were doing. My father said to me, he said, don't listen to what they tell you. The stars built the pyramid.
Okay.
Yeah. And he said, you see how they fall, or where they place them is from the stars. That's how he spoke. He used to play around them. Him and his brother, and his friends. That's what they did. That was what they. So now, so he's in the energy of the pyramids, right? Yeah. So then, wherever you are in the world, you're in the energy of whatever was going on there. So you embody that because you're there. You're walking on it. And a lot of the cities we're on are on circuits, Roman circuits, and they keep us in a magnetic spin, or a hold, or a civilization. That's why they don't want people on farms or not working. They want everyone working and busy, so you don't have time to see the stars. You're too tired. You don't have downtime. You don't have rest. So you can't see set. You can't see stars. You can't see tar. You can't see ghosts. You can't speak to insects, and you can't hear the messages of the universe because you're too busy. They need. So then they get you to see. They can't have it all their way either, because then you get sick and tired. And when you get there, that's when you start seeing spirit.
Yes. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You can just tap in.
Yeah. And you look, Joe, I love Joe Dispenza. He says he would love it when he got into a fever as a child, because when he got into fever, he could really tap into stuff. And some of my really big illnesses I've had over the years, that was the same. You could really, because you're in such an allowing, your body can't do anything. You're in such an allowing state. Yeah. So
it's like when if you wake up and then you fall back to sleep in the wee hours of the morning, and you just seem to get into these really deep, intense, you get messages and downloads, and there's just something.
I always want to know. I would love someone to time it, how long that is, but it's only seconds, because it happens for a lot of people between meditation, if they're big into meditating and things like that. Yeah. So that moment, right? That happens all. So what you do then is you take that, and then it starts to become all the time. So you don't have to wait till you go to sleep or wait till. And then you try and tell them to shut up. I'm like, doing something. Stop talking to me. Stop. Like, so if I'm with people out, I'm going, they're going to give me messages. I don't want to do it. I don't want the messages. But you're just in.
I like
you get it. You get what I'm saying.
I do. Yeah. If I sit there and I'm going to go back to sleep, I'm like, I'll just lay down and say, okay, show me. And then I just close my eyes and I just wander off. And then if it's something substantial, I always remember it, like all of the little details, the messages, everything. And then it's just, okay. Whereas when I'm in a sleep state, and like I'll be having this great. I used to be a great lucid dreamer too. I could remember, I could fast forward, rewind, do crazy things. Now I'm in my dream going, I really need to remember this, and I'm recounting it while I'm experiencing it, and I wake up, it's like gone. So I think
you're making lists in your dream.
Because I want to remember it.
Wow, that's very. I think that's very very
It's
talented.
hilarious. It's hilarious. But I was told long ago though that I would remember what I was supposed to remember, things that were important. So I would always be clear on the messages, and all the clutter would just sort of be pushed aside. And it's like, okay, it's a system I can live with, but
Mm.
it's bizarre because
Yeah.
I'm just,
Yeah, well, I
overworked.
love good. It's so good what you said. The clutter gets
Yeah.
moved aside, and all the noise
Mhm.
disappears, and it's just
Mm.
so clear. Like I'm
Yes.
outside going, okay, thank you, Crow.
Yes. Thanks to
And
the crow.
yeah, if someone comes and talks to me about something technical on an application on the computer, all I hear is blah 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 blah. Then you
Right.
press this button, and I've gone, what did they just say?
Yeah.
I was
Right.
trying so hard to focus on what they're saying, but it's just blah 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 blah. It just never. But I walk outside, listen to Crow, and I go, oh, wow, that was a lot what you just said, Mr.
Yeah, see? See, I'm onto
Wow.
something. I'm onto something. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So what is it? I mean, when you're getting into like there are a lot of places where, you know, beings from the stars, places all over the world where they seem to gravitate to specifically. Egypt is like just is one probably primary, in our I say recent history, but to what we are made privy to, because and there's so much I'm sure that we're not, but there are some ancient civilizations that we'll probably never really know much about, you know.
Well, I think it's the yellow car thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know how the kids count the yellow car, and there's never ever a yellow car, and then as soon as you say it, there's a yellow car. Then just
Yellow car.
everyone bought a yellow
Yeah.
car in 2025. What's going
I know.
on?
Yeah.
So okay, this is my theory.
Okay.
My theory is the Egyptians mummified us in tar because it would open us or awaken us.
Mm. Yeah.
And it's a like a timestamp, or it's a wake up for us. And so now what's happening is people are seeing pyramids everywhere.
Mhm. All over
And
the
what will
world.
happen,
Yeah.
but what will happen is it won't just be Egypt's energy. It will start to really light them up.
Mm.
And one of the reasons that we've seen a lot of the pyramids here is because we had those huge bushfires. Huge. They were very cleverly planted bushfires, by the way.
Yeah.
And then the next thing we had straight after that was the floods.
That's true.
Yeah, so this ties in then back to the comets.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the first one in 2017, I think, or 2015, I can't remember the dates. And then we had the next one just before the lockdowns, and then we had Atlas. They're the three. They're interstellar. Interstellar. They're interstellar, which means see and tell.
Mm-hmm.
So when you...
Yeah.
Like, really? So, okay. So, and I love the name they gave it, At Last. And I'm like, are you kidding me? They've called it At Last. They're really... So the first one we had is Scout. The second one we had was Meddler, and Atlas is the way, the map.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and so they are the three kings, and the timing of when this Atlas came about too, like we don't believe Christmas Day, from the information that we have, is 9/11, which is, this is why they did the Twin Towers. It was almost a mockery of the 1-1s, which is us, which is the Odin's crow, which is, goes over everything. So it's the Matrix. And this is why they have Oktoberfest with Christmas. And so you start working back from that being Christmas Day, and everything starts to, like, okay, so the last 4 months of the year, so it goes September, October, November, December. So they're the last 4 months of the year have
Mhm.
burr in them. Burr is like a spur or the spears coming from the comets and meteors that come down at that time of year.
Mhm.
And what they do is they come in and they go into our cells and they create higher breeds of us.
Mm.
But then it also creates you have to let go of the old tar in you as well. So if you're trying to hold on to the old world, you'll get inflammation, you'll get knots, you'll get
Mhm.
tight shoulders, you get lower back pains,
Mm.
knee and ankle. Yeah. So
That's true.
yeah, and because these guys, these ones, you got Atlas coming in, who's huge, and then you got all the normal the annual ones that come past as well. They're coming in closer as well, and
Yeah.
then that's law of attraction from all the water they hold. They're full of water. It's frozen mud. Frozen mud is frozen tar. It's
Yeah.
about June. It's the movie June. It's the movie Golden Compass. It's dust. It's spice. It's the sense of us, essence of us.
Mhm.
It's oh, here I go. She's going. Michelle's going. Here she goes, spinning off.
No. I'm listening. I'm listening
Yeah,
because I absorb literally,
yeah,
what I
yeah.
hear because I'm like a sponge that way. But so, do you think this is part of the hidden knowledge that has been kept from humanity, just being dumbed down and not really knowing how to properly decipher or interpret what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's the history is actually remote viewed,
Mhm.
and so by
Mm.
remote viewing, you can write history,
Yes.
and then you televise it.
Mm.
Once you televise it, what you're doing, so you're creating a prayer.
Mm.
As we understand prayer is from the ant bone here, which is called man Bible under
Mhm.
here. They call it a
Right.
strong jaw. And I've explained this. Once I actually spoke this, my son came home less than 24 hours later, and he'd been missing for 3 years. We didn't know if he was alive. Yeah, so
Wow.
I'm just saying how the dovetailing, like
Yeah.
not even on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Wow.
So 13th of Feb. 13th of Feb, I was keeping this information for about 6 months and I wasn't speaking it. And they said, enough's enough.
Yeah.
So I had to go and acknowledge what prayer was. And prayer was the power of rays.
Mhm.
The power of rays is the plasma or tar will in you, and then you use it or you speak it,
Mhm.
and then you have to act into it. And this is what a lot of the Hollywood and satanic people do, is you'll see them come on and do all the symbolism and stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
That's part of it. They know how it works. They've been
They
playing
do.
it.
Yeah.
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 Except what they did in Hollywood is they made people like yourself and me crazy. That's just astrology because
Yeah.
you're doing it.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
really, that's how you do it. So you have to
Mm.
visualize a dream or a wish, and then you have to act it. And this is why they built buildings certain ways. This is why they don't like Tartarian buildings, because they were built, and pyramids, because they were built to enhance light, which is what creation wants you to create.
Mhm.
It wants you to shine light on others and others to shine light on you. It gets off on it. It loves it. It's the energy.
Mhm.
But it's also happy if you don't want to do it as well. It's
Mhm.
either or. The creation is in, and creation is allowing.
Yeah.
That's what creation is. That's why they don't. That's why a lot of the people who are financially suffering are all the artists and the creatives, all the free thinkers. They're the
Yes.
ones.
The
Everyone seems to.
because they call them free spirits, right? The
Well, now
artistic
yeah,
people, free
yeah.
spirits.
Like
Yeah.
the jinn, spirit, all these words,
Mhm.
devil, Witches are just women that would practice herbs. The Egyptians, I love this. The kids are like, why do the Egyptians carry handbags? I said, why do they carry handbags? And then I realized they're not handbags, they're medicine bags. They would collect, they would forage. Weed is wedding. It's not about man and woman. It was about weeding is about, it wasn't weeding, it's wedding, and it's about healing yourself. They would get the ankh and put it down their throat. It's like a stethoscope going into the stomach and seeing, like Chinese medicine, what's wrong with the gut. And then they would see, like Alice in Wonderland falls down her own esophagus and lands on her spleen.
What? No.
Yeah, okay.
I'm with you. I'm just sort of being dramatic.
Yeah, so
okay.
The spleen is what creates the black bile. And this is what Shakespeare used to call the heart. This was the heart. They changed it. You know how they changed dragon to dinosaur? This is smear campaigns, right? They've done that to everything. And they're continuing because they have to, because they're remote viewing. So they wipe things and make you forget it, and then they say this is what it is now. And so the spleen was to be good spleened, was meant to be good hearted. And so if you read through all original Shakespeare texts, he'll talk of someone being good spleen because they were in good health and they were in good humor.
So it's totally different than what we've come to know.
It's not the heart. The heart's a dorsal. It's not the heart. The heart is something completely. But so so then you look. I go, all right. Which way you want to? So
take it any way you want. It's your show. I'm just tagging along.
It just look. There's so people heard me speak years ago when I first started coming on social media. They heard me talk about Saturn. They go, "Oh, she's dark. Look at her hair color. She wears black." And I'm like, "Oh my God!" So yes, there's that era of it, or that anchor of it. But again, allow to go past that. If you're anchoring in one realm, you're missing the whole show. So it does. Time didn't start then. There is no age of reason. It just keeps going. It keeps going. We're eternal beings. We keep going too. Yeah. So this is why I used to be so sad about death, but now, as I understand it, they're chattier than ever. Like, you think someone's chatty on Facebook. My gosh, when someone crosses over and they know that you can talk to them, they don't shut up. Like, I'm trying to concentrate here. They're like, they're really, and this is what I used to hear a lot of people that would do tarot card readings and stuff. They were saying, God, they're noisy. I mean, the movie Ghost, she's telling them to be quiet, right?
Yeah. No, it's true. It's true. Wayne made a good statement here. He says, I have to remind myself constantly that I'm a human being, not a human doing.
Oh, that's so cute. Well, see, he's tapping into wolf, werewolf, and beewolf. And the man, you can look in the words, man means be wolf, and it's saying be wolf. So they're saying you got a bit of ants, you got a bit of wolf, just be what you are now. And use all. This is why a lot of cultures used animals as timestamps, because that was where we were up to in evolution, where they were writing their story. And so that's why the animals are really interesting, because they've taught me about a lot of how we got here. A lot has come from. They're showing me a lot that one of the first civilizations is before the indigenous people here. And that's what I'm finding
Mhm.
just when I'm just trying to go do my grocery shopping, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, really? That's
Mhm.
that? Okay, here we go. That's that. And so
Yeah,
I
but
find, yeah, that's,
hidden in plain sight, though, Elsa. Look at Göbekli Tepe.
oh my
You
gosh.
wanna
Yeah.
see animals? Like, look at how many carvings there are at Göbekli Tepe
Mm,
and look at cave art. Again,
mm,
the animals, like they I mean, they play their part. Never mind hunter-gatherer and all that stuff. Yes, absolutely. But it's interesting how many ancient sites have animal,
yeah.
depictions.
Well, they draw a lot of them, and they go, oh, look at that one. That looks really weird. That one's got a tail and a leg. And I'm like,
Well, what they
that
see,
we
right?
well,
Yeah,
we used to have a tail. Even if you touch your bones at the back, it's called a tailbone. You
yeah.
look, maps and your autonomy tell you these stories, and even the name of our skin is to hide us,
Right.
which goes to pig.
Mm.
This
Mhm.
is pig abattoirs here in Australia are weird. They're
Yeah.
weird everywhere around the world, and there's a reason for it. It's because we're so close to that.
Mhm.
And yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird. It is weird. Not everyone wants to hear it, and not everyone needs to hear it either. Like, I don't talk like this when I'm with everyone,
Yeah.
but they don't need to hear it. They just need to be shining their way with me shining my way through the day. And
Mhm.
it's like then your energy helps lift them and protect them, and vice versa.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I the people that in our field, they feel uplifted. They look younger than they are. They
Mhm.
feel good.
Mhm.
And if they don't, they go away and they come back and then they look good. Like,
And then they look yes,
yeah. And it's funny
it's true.
because that's what my career is, a fashion photographer. So I'm very aware of it.
Mhm.
I watch their eyes, their health
Mhm.
in their eyes, and then their health in their skin. And
Mhm.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's it's nice to see.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe we're not meant to wait for disclosure anymore. Maybe we're just meant to
Awaken,
get on with it. Yeah, get
being
on with it.
aware. I think it's just a lot of, misinterpretation, even looking at we're getting into archaeology and looking at some of what's there, I and why I mean, for a long time,
Mm.
I'll go back to the Ancient Alien, television show. People look at that and academia being, archaeology is like, no, 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 none of this is right. But
Mm.
when you start looking at some of the, again, I go back to, I mean, I think there's one in Australia. The is it? And I probably won't pronounce it right, but the one Gina figures,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is it shows evidence of like extraterrestrial contact, and
Well, a
oh,
lot of the Aboriginal drawings look,
yeah,
they are ET. Like that's
yeah, yeah,
um, the Gosford glyphs. That's where we were. There's
yeah.
another site.
Mhm.
That's where we were. We were at the site was called the Beginning Place.
Wow,
Oh, the first day I went there is on a total eclipse with my husband. But you
wow.
know what, Michelle? I went there. I would never have gone there that day. The day before, the reason I went with my husband to this motorcycle location was because we'd run over our dog.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's through tragedy
mm,
that I got thrown into like a right angle
mhm,
or right angel, and and I was in such an allowing, desperate, sad,
mm,
because I just didn't understand death. It was my first
mhm,
real close death,
mm,
and
yeah,
I had it was like I had to feel the pain of it, and then we were at this location for probably 6 years, with the children and
mhm,
being pregnant, and that was the first for a couple of weeks I was pregnant as well.
mhm,
And all these petroglyphs are there, and I instinctively would run my hands through them, like how an elephant would rub its trunk over bones, or this is what the Indigenous would do to preserve them. What do they do to all these sites in Australia? Even the Indigenous are not allowed to go and visit it. So they can't preserve it how they used to, because they would run their hands over a lot of them, and that would preserve it. So, yeah, with all this policing, there's a lot of you know, that you think that they're trying to say that they're protecting it and protecting nature and stuff, and you go, not buying that, not buying it. Yeah, pretty much. Richard said some great words to me when he first met me. He said, "Don't think people are just picking on you, or acting like that with just you. They pretty much, if they're doing it to you, they're doing it to everyone."
Yeah.
And I really did start to see that. And now I understand it's the same with the governments. And lockdowns had to be that extreme and that crazy for people to actually see, well, if they're doing it for this, what else are they doing it for? You know? So
it's a crazy world. It
yeah.
is one messed up, crazy world, you know, but there's a lot of beauty here. I think it's so important to preserve the history because it's been reset and rewritten so many times.
Yeah.
And you know,
But
we're
what
not
happens if it's not? Like, what happens if what you just said is set, right? It's set.
Well, yes, I'm
So
using that term that they like to pass around.
and now, so we've got Michelle now going into her dream with her list, and they go, "Oh, it's the list one. She's going to write this down. We better on our best behavior. Make sure we get it clear because she's taking notes. She's a she's a scripter. This one. So power of observation about how Michelle sees it, and they're talking to you the same way that they did to the Egyptians that did the drawings in the pyramid. And they go, "All right, do you think she's got it? Okay, wake her up." Wake her up. Did she get the whole list? And they're like, "Oh no, I forgot. We're gonna have to do it tomorrow night."
It's true. That's true.
So
Gotta
then
do it
you
again.
and so then Michelle awakes, and then you choose to share what you wish and walk it forward to that day, and then you go back to sleep. So rise and set. This is Odin's crows. Yep. You know, it's all of the. So you rise and set. So you become the circle or the arc that goes down, and then you collect again, and then you come back and you go, "This is part B."
Right.
Yeah, that was only part A.
This time. I will get it. Remember. Yeah.
Whereas now you're going into dreams, like, and you're like, "Hurry up."
Yeah.
Well, because you're one of the practice ones that can do this. This is a gift. Because you can go in and say, "All right, well, I'm here. Look, I thought you guys were going to be ready. What's going on?"
I know. It's
funny. I've only got 6 or 7 hours sleep here. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, sometimes I wake up, I'm exhausted. I'm like, "All right, what did you have me doing over there?" Because
it took so long.
I shouldn't be this tired. You know. No, it's true. I'm fully aware. Yeah, sometimes I am fully aware of what's going on, and I will have a communication, and I'll say to myself, "I need to remember this." I say, especially this part, you know, and I like, let's say there's a grand staircase. I said, "Really have to remember this staircase. This is just like outstanding." Like I'm communicating with myself within the dream.
So no God is above the other is one of the 10 commandments.
Yes.
And so Michelle is a god or a star telling another star this story, and I go, "Yeah, she's got a point." Yeah, she's great. She's your words to me are no less or no greater than the Bible, because or the hieroglyphs or the crow, because every god, no god is above the other, and it's a great way to live.
Yes.
Because then you stop giving your power away to everyone else, and you go, "Look, I got to walk my talk here."
Yeah.
But it's so cute because you're in rest, which is reset, right?
Yeah.
And you're still busy.
I'm always busy, Elsa. This does not
Like,
change for me.
yeah,
Even when I think I'm at rest, it's like a cruel, it's a cruel joke. I'm not really resting.
I used to go, this is a cruel joke. This is not funny. This is,
No,
mm.
no, no.
But
It's
it makes you, it strips you down though, doesn't it? Like really, they talk of this process where it takes you through the 7 layers of yourself,
mm-hmm.
and it even turns you off being, it takes you to a lot of crisis moments. But they're crisis moments everyone thinks is bad, because that's how I thought it was. And but it's the crisis moments is where your will goes, and
Yeah.
it kicks in and it remembers the tar or plasma or sense that it is. And you can Google this. Plasma is forced or electrified dust.
So you're
That's what
saying
it is.
essentially we're stardust.
Yeah. Yep. We're crustacean upon crustacean and layer upon layer. And this is why our bodies can heal. Some parts take a bit longer. Some parts take a year. Some parts can heal in 2 weeks, because you're taking old tar out, bringing new tar in.
Mm-hmm.
This is why they call them actars.
Right. See,
because they're acting, so they remote view, they know what the history is, right? And then they get the actars to push out the prayer, basically, and so then it comes about. But don't let them know. Don't let them know. And if they do it, put them in an asylum, or give them some drugs and say they've got an illness.
Dumb us up.
Yeah. And then put all the kids in school so that by when they get to that stage where they can use it as their power, they have to turn it off. You're too busy remembering all the stories they want you to remember.
So you think that's the true hidden knowledge?
It's not that I think it. I actually walk it and feel it and know it. And I could be standing in front of
those who are sleepwalking, or those who are, like the true hidden knowledge is just knowing, I guess, the knowing.
Well,
of
I'll
how
see
to
it in
interpret
maps,
all of this,
or how they label maps. Or if you look down and look at the earth, I see it in the structures or the shape of the coastline. They don't call the Hopi for no reason. It's Hoppy. It's a rabbit. You look down at that land, it is a rabbit. His ears, everything. Like it's.
You have to come in from up top and have a look at the outline. Is what
Michelle,
you're saying.
who comes in from the top? Is it you with the list? Because it probably is. Get the one that she's going to look. She's going to write with the one with the list. Bring the one with the list.
Bring the stenographer along. The artist.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so my role in this, and each child in a family was given a name or a gift sort of thing. This is Astrologer 97 tells us this, right? I go, what is she talking about?
Yeah.
She says, it's in the stars. It's your star map. I'm going, okay, so every child has a gift. And they told me Richard's gift. And then they looked at me and they said, you're clear conduit. I went, what? What's that? And Richard said, you know what clear conduit does? It protects energy. And so that's where I feel I come in and help others unfold their energy and make it greater. Or they see the beauty within, but if they so Michelle sees these lists and I'm looking on to the side of Michelle and I go, look, I know you got a list, Michelle, but I'm seeing Akashic records all the way behind you. I'm seeing like a library. I'm seeing huge lists. Like it's
Yeah,
not one
right.
that you
Yeah.
can. Yeah, that's what I see. I see
Yeah.
you. So
But see, that's the thing with my list, trying to get to the library.
yeah,
I have to remember
so
this and write this down. Yeah.
yeah, she comes out with one cute script, right?
Yeah.
But I'm going, look, there's walls of them.
Right.
But yeah, so but I mean, even how they use in scripture, they text. What do
Mhm.
we do on our phones? We text. They have tablets. We have
Mhm.
tablets. They were
Mhm.
remote viewing us.
Mhm.
And people go, no, that's not how it works, Elsa. Nice try, Elsa. Don't talk to her. Look at her. Don't talk to her. She's been breastfeeding way too long. She's lost the plot. But you start to see it and you go, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. I talk to, older farmers and things, and they see craft or say they have experiences, and they're afraid they'll be put in asylums, but they're happy to tell me everything. They're so happy. You can see it's like they turn into a child again.
Mhm.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Mhm.
So hopefully, if you are having alien thoughts, it means you're tapping into the stars going past, and it's a good thing. It's uncomfortable though. It doesn't
Change is not
always.
always comfortable, though.
No. I really don't like change. I'm the person that orders the same thing every time. Everyone says that in the family. Oh, they go, here comes salmon sushi. She only eats salmon sushi. But it's okay. Change is the only constant.
Mhm.
And I know I learnt this the hard way. I got a triangle mark on my back, which was back in I think 21, and it was like a triangle on the left side, and then my horse broke my back on the other side, so it was Delta C, and then they shut me down for like until I could learn to walk again.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was literally out.
Yeah.
Told I couldn't walk again.
Mhm.
And I went, well, at a crisis point, I went, no, I'm not having operations. I can do this.
Mhm.
I'm going to, and it's moments like that that make you feel strong again. But it's not fast. It takes time to digest
Yeah. Yes.
and absorb and manifest. So this comet going past, you might be feeling strange, and then 6 months you start to notice changes happening in your life because you've been upgraded.
That's where I think people don't always recognize when things happen like that,
Yeah.
upgrades or downloads. They don't realize, what's happening. I mean, we are, like you say, stardust, beings of energy having a human experience. And I think sometimes it's the meat suit that keeps us from, jams up those antennas. And I think we don't, we question. We've just been
Yeah.
conditioned to question some things and obey other things.
Well, doubt and fear takes you off
Yes.
path. Yeah. But
Yes.
it's never really your doubt and fear. It's
Mhm.
doubt and fear of what they will think. But even the word think is sense.
Yeah.
So you start to go, oh, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Honestly, don't worry about it. And I say to people, look, why don't you give it a shot for a couple of days or 24 hours or 7 days even, and see if you feel different. See if you have different things happen or different encounters in your life. And pretty much everyone I speak to, no one goes back to the blue pill or the red pill or whichever one it is. You can't, once you've viewed it, you can't unview it.
That's true.
You
That's
can't.
true.
It's
What has been seen cannot be unseen, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, I've tried. You can't go la 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 la.
No. I think once you're tapped in, once you've been brought into that fold, that's you can't undo it. It's a different frequency.
Yeah. So a lot of it is. It's a different frequency. And so when we first came out, everyone was like, how can you do this to your family? You're going to have, we had space soldiers contact. I'm like, honestly, I live on a farm. I'm a fashion photographer. Really got 8 kids.
Yeah.
I've got farm chores to do, and lots of dishes, and but they're telling me, aren't you worried for your family's safety? And I'm like, no, because the knowing is the protection, or it's not only the healing, but it's also the protection. It's the knowing. It's the knowing. It's literally the key. But you have to walk it. And this is where a lot of people speak it but don't act it. It's not enough. They want you to act it. And
it's hard to break away from, I think, for many, from the conditioning. I think a lot of it is if you allow yourself to just tap in, to those other energies that surround you.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why it's, I spoke of it on our last show, that maybe that's why it's been so almost humiliating. Is, look, everyone thinks, you're humiliated with the public. And I'm like, no, it was actually more my family. Like, they didn't speak to me for so long. Yeah. Because I was different, after I had a big craft experience, I was very different. I smelt different, talked different. So they didn't even call me mum. I mean, it's one thing for one person in the family, but not only them. I had all the animals doing the same. I walk past the cats and they go, and and the horses would put their ears back and stomp their feet like they're going to charge me. And I'm like, God.
So you became an outcast by being aware.
I was, I'm like, and then that's where I would say, this is a cruel trick. This is very cool. And then I realized it's the matrix. It's the matrix. And I'm here to show, it's all that as well, but you can have a great life and you can become healthy and you can heal yourself. And by you being that best version of you, like a lot of people say, I'm worried for my child through the lockdowns, they did this and that, and I'm worried for this. I said, you actually can't help them, but what you can do is go and be amazing, and it will like draw them in or make them evolve, and it works, Michelle. It really works.
So what do you think then with technology changing? I mean, technology will interfere.
No. You still have to be a creator. So AI is fine, but it goes into a big melting pot of, it's a bit like how they make hamburgers. It's a bit gross when you think about it.
Like burgers.
So you go, look, it's one thing to eat one cow. Like, look, we're vegan and things like this. So I understand this topic, but I'm just giving an example. But when you're eating 1,000, that's a lot of energies there. Like, So when you mash it all together, then you're going to have to collect all that information. If you can come into being a true creator of you and just use the computers or the automation as a tool, now you're going somewhere. Yeah, because it's all here to help. It's not always, but, and also the other thing is, I was a media person, so please use some common sense in what you see on, because I know how trickery is. It's so easy. So like a lot of people will say, did you hear about that thing that was happening over there? And I said, it's funny because I was just talking to someone there and they said there's nothing going on. There's nothing going on. And so and look, can you do anything for anyone in that country on the other side of the world? Maybe in your whatever gift you have, you can. But if you can't, just be a great version of you where you are, because that will then bounce onto someone else, and then that will bounce onto someone else, and maybe the next person it bounces onto, they can do something about that. But if you don't shine your fullest and then it doesn't reflect onto someone else, it's missed. Do you see what I'm saying? The light missed. So it's one star reflecting light on the other star, on the other star. So it's like, I guess it's like all of us are holding mirrors.
Yeah.
I've never thought of it like that until I've spoken to you.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
It's reflection has its own frequency.
Yeah.
As well, even in doing energy work, you can work with frequencies that, pardon the pun, mirror
Yeah.
a reflection. So there's I've used that. It's quite simple. But I do find that we still have to exist here.
Yes.
And when you're looking at some of the deliberate frequencies that are put into our environment, it changes people. People are affected. Wildlife are affected. Birds are affected. Anything that gets within the scope or the area of some of these things that create the frequency,
But that is a great example, because this is now a confirmation.
Yes.
Right? So it's working. So now you do it. Like if they can do it, you can do it, because no God is above the other. They'll tell you you're nothing, and they'll tell you you're this small little you, but really you're not. You're the same as them. It's not about money.
No, but that's why they tried to hinder the rest of you.
It's
because they want you
never
to think they're above.
Well, even the word money is sense. I mean, yeah. So I'm just saying, like, if you're saying they can do this and ruin this farm or these lands or this forest, whatever you're good at doing right now, and it could be the smallest things, like I can't even give an example, but whatever you are good at, or your talent, or where you are up to now in your life, you just do the best version of what you like doing. It will affect it. I know, because the butterfly effect and the dovetailing, it happens way too much in our day, and it works. It really does work. But it doesn't mean you shine the mirror on that country or that forest direct. It's just you're shining it over here, and it sort of ping pongs.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It is crazy.
It is. So essentially, I think people just need to put the fear aside. Right. Put the fear aside, because I think we live in times right now where there's a whole lot of effort being put into division and creating fear. So we need to push all that aside, essentially. And from what you're saying, we'll worry about it. just don't worry about any of that.
Yeah.
Because
I
it's
used to
hindering
get
you from your
really
path. Right.
I would literally just be so upset if anyone hurt animals, or I'd hear of it. And Richard's like, well, you're not even there. You're not in that country. What can you do about it? He said, go be great at what you're doing, and it will spill off. And he's so true. It's true. You have to be the best version of you. And this is the message from Crow. He's saying, better. To beta is also to be bitter, which is one of the messages from Atlas. And you have to be bitter, and you think bitter sounds horrible. What's bitter to the tongue is sweet for the gut. And so that's how you create a balance in your body, or alkalinity, acidity in your body. And it's important to have a balance in there for your system to deal with all the all the starches and sugars, and then all the tar coming in. That's what's happening is we got lots of tar coming in, and we've got all these starches and sugars in our body. And then we've got EMF, and then we've got plane spray, and then you've got mass conscious thoughts and schooling and the government and fear and worry. And our poor little bodies, our bodies are going, I'm sick and tired.
You are what you eat as well, right? Like you are, are truly a product of your environment.
Yeah. So look, just acknowledge, be thankful, be grateful for where you are, and then do it again the next day. Like be like Michelle, go to bed and go, all right, I'm coming in. I got my list.
I got my list. I've got my pen and paper. I want to know. I want to remember this part.
No, you got to hurry up because I got a show in like an hour or two. So, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah. That's right. Places to go, people to see, things to do.
So they're like, I can see them though. They're all like brushing their hair really quickly, and like she sees, quick, make sure she gets it.
Exactly.
Like they're hitting each other. You didn't do what you were supposed to do, and she's missed, and they got to wait till tomorrow night.
I know. Because somebody didn't get the memo that I wasn't able to pull this through and write it down. No, seriously, I've always said, when you have something, write it down. And when some things are so clear, I can literally get up and just like, and just put it down to my word pad, or just, that's it. But there are times when I'm in there, I'm like, God, this is amazing. Or just like, I really need to remember this. I cannot forget this because this is pretty outstanding. And then you just wake up and go, oh, what was that again?
Well, I'm having a laugh because I'm thinking of you more in the Egyptian times when they're like trying to put it into like stone, and they're going, I'm going as fast as she's speaking too fast.
I know. Apparently I was around in Egyptian times. Maybe I learned it the hard way. So
well, people don't think of things like that, but so because it's power of observation, so it's a slit theory. So you have the person who spoke it, then you had the person who wrote it, or the scripter. So if they aren't very good at it, or they learnt the symbols a different way, then the words come down to, and this is what happened with the Bible. So there's many versions. So that's what I'm saying. There's many versions of everything, and try not to anchor in one. Just let it sort of go through you, like the rise and set, or the tide, the ebbs and the flows, and it goes up and down your spine. And if it resonates with you, it'll stay with you. If not, it will leave, and you keep your gifts that you need, and you work them. And, hopefully get some sleep in there as well.
Yeah, did you get that? Take your notes, Elsa. So
it's so cute. I love it. Taking notes. Notes is the yin and the yang. It's the mark or sperm. It's the mark of us, and it's the frequency of us. And are you this hurts or that hurts? Do you hear the music or do you feel the pain?
Yes.
And what we got to try and do is get into the middle of it. So it's a bit more ease and grace. And that's where I'm saying practice the next day, practice a little bit the next day on being you, practice being you, and then practice being you the next day, and just move it forward a little bit, bit by bit, little bit by bit, a little bit with the family, with friends, and then you start to see things change. And it's a change for the good, because it's your path.
Yeah, and you just notice that things fall into place when you hit the right spot. That you're
the synchronicity. Everyone goes, "Oh yeah, I'm getting synchronicity." That's it.
Big time.
It's bang, 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 and it's not.
Yes.
So it's so you got the cow turning up at that time, and then you got the FBI, and then you got the black helicopter, and then you got this whale turning up, and then you go. Yeah. That was only 1 hour. Oh my God. What's the next hour going to be like?
I got another 23 to go.
But you know what's funny is that's what spirit or the dream realm's doing with Michelle. They're going, she's only going to be here for 6 hours. You better get this happening.
That's right. Don't mess around.
I got this
Yeah.
happening. I got that happening.
Because I freaking mean business also. So way it goes. I need the
Yeah.
info.
And you got one person tapping their foot, looking at one angel, going, "No, you missed it. You really
She
missed
doesn't
it."
understand. She doesn't get how things work here. So
She's new.
and she's new. Yeah. My poor old soul is just like, wait, I'm not new. You know, God.
Yeah. So look, it sounds like a whole heap of gibberish. It does sound silly. It is very real that what happens to our life. It has, brought me to my knees and my husband, and we do see things that happen around us, but we just seem to be able to work it so that we can use it the next day. And it works. It really works, Michelle. And I want everyone to. It's not about feeling good all the time, but it's definitely ease and grace. Yeah.
I think if you could take the positive side of every situation, you're one step ahead.
Yeah. My daughter does a lot of dreams, and she sees ahead of the future, and she gets versions of the future. And she said, we were having this zombie, and I was fighting zombies with my warrior boyfriend. And then she said there was this perfect world, and she said she could hear chiming and pinging, and she said it was horrible. She said it was so boring. She said it was so perfect, it was boring because you couldn't see any contrast. And she said it was so weird, it did not feel good. She said it felt like plastic that, it was just too sugar coated. She said, and it's so true. We do need this contrast to appreciate the beauty in the world that we're in. So,
well, I think we, maybe she's already getting glimpses because we're already starting to see it. When you think about the fact that, do you remember once upon a time, Elsa, there were these, all cars were colored. You can get any color you want. Now, sure you can, but it costs you extra. Right now, it's like black, white, gray. Different gray, gunmetal gray, light gray, charcoal gray. I mean, it just seems to be, a lot of the same sort of clothing. Everything is. I've always worn black, so whatever it's black. Is there another color? No.
That's what our kids are like.
But you know what I mean? Like, I think there's glimpses of that, and then in the future that they have for us now, it's like, oh, you'll own nothing, you'll be happy. You just need something. You just let it go. You'll bring the lawnmower to your door, cut your grass. But wait, you won't have grass because you'll be in a box or an apartment. It's like, it's it's sort of. I wonder if she's sort of getting that. Little glimpses of that because they say, oh, with AI, you won't have to worry about anything. You have all this free healthcare, and there's going to be so advanced. You can play these great video games. I don't want to play video games.
That's someone's vision. That's someone's remote view, right?
Yeah.
And now you go, okay, well, that's one person's version of remote viewing. But we've got the pyramids over here. We've got the indigenous over here. We've got the Hopis.
Yeah.
We've got the list lady over in USA. Like, seriously, they're not following that narrative.
Yeah. No,
it's steering off course. And you'll see they try and tap in. And a lot of people say they try and remote view. If I'm offline a lot, they'll remote view, and then they get blocked. And I'm sure it's from that little dude up there, or the crow, the one that was annoying the crow.
Crow, Crow wasn't having it.
Crow's like, no, you can't remote view here. Sorry.
No. Yes. Yeah,
you're not in the right frequency. You're out.
He was pretty persistent about that in your video. So be like the crow. Listen to the crow.
Well, the crow also means to see code. That's what crow means. That's why they call them. They would go between two realms, or they would help the dying between realms.
Yes, messengers.
Yeah, they're messengers. So they see row. But 0 is 0, so they're eternal. spin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's very
incredible,
cool.
isn't it? When,
Yeah.
put it into that perspective. It's like,
Yeah. So then you
that's
start to
impressive.
see how it becomes like a hieroglyph and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah. That's why crow is a big communicator, and crow used to be the crows we used to have in civilizations as a parrot,
Hmm.
but they were too good, so they stopped having them as pets in the home.
Oh, they're incredible. They're incredible
Yeah.
speakers. I've had
Yeah.
aviaries. I mean, I've rescued parrots and such, and crows are just phenomenal.
Yeah. Well, they
Speakers are
click
so
like the
smart.
dolphins. Yeah.
Yeah.
They click different clicks. So
Mhm.
so when I do my
Like a
walk,
giant mantis.
yeah, they
They
click.
click too, apparently.
Yeah. Well, you know, in the video, the crow,
Yes.
I love it. The crow.
Yeah.
The crow.
Yeah.
I slowed the video down because so I could see if there was any text in it
Hmm.
or anything like that. And the crickets sound the same, but the crow changes. It's weird, Michelle. I go, how is that? I haven't
That's
really looked into it
crazy.
anymore, but I was like, the crickets sound the same. They hold the
Mhm.
same frequency, whether I speed it up or slow it down.
Mhm.
I'm like, how do they do that?
Yeah, see? Hmm.
Yeah.
Matrix.
Matrix.
The Matrix, where you could do anything
Yeah.
you want. So,
Oh.
so tell everyone, what do you have coming up? How can people find you? We're hitting up the top of the hour, and
Yeah. Well, I got my second in-person presentation in social, like whatever this is, this year. So I think it's in 3 weeks' time in
Mhm.
Brisbane. Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. So
Nice.
if you're able to attend and you're in Brisbane or Queensland, Australia, or New South Wales, yeah, please. Or if you want to fly in, that's fine.
Yeah.
Please come because that's going to be a great 3-day event.
Mhm.
And then I just have the series that I put together, and usually it's with people like yourself. I meet you, and then I go, oh, like I like say, Michelle, I've got this vision of our interview. Can I make it into a series? And
Yeah.
that's what. So I've done this with a few people. So I've got those coming out, and I just share them out.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's
lovely,
it.
though. I love it. And you're
Yeah.
back. You're back on this show on the 18th of December to talk about past lives and prophecy, and
Mm.
you're in Elsa style.
Else away. Oh my god. Yeah. So,
Yeah. No, I
but
love that.
yeah, and the other part is like Michelle working into family and friends.
Yeah.
Being, and so I've got to ease it in. Got to pull it back, ease it in, pull it back, ease it in. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not. You don't have to hide. No one has to hide anymore. No more hiding.
No.
No, I
No.
need to. I need to see you. Michelle needs to see you because she's got to go and report back with all her lists.
I got to take
Yeah, we
notes.
all need to.
Yeah.
We need to see each other now. We all need to see each other. So
Mm.
be you when you're out and about, walking shops, street. Make eye contact with people and start
Mhm.
seeing lights. Let's start reflecting light on others and
Mm.
back and forth.
And saying that, it reminds me of I wish I could remember the film, but people would look at each other and they would just say, "I see you. I see
Yeah,
you."
Avatar.
Okay, was it Avatar? I thought it
Yeah,
was
but
just
a lot of cultures do that, and
yeah.
they or
Yeah. Based
well the
on.
other
Yeah.
yeah. Well, this is why I always push my head onto the horse or the
Yeah.
pet.
Mhm.
And you can and you instantly smell their smell and your smell goes into them, and then
Yes.
that's it. And so I get goose pimples every time I do it, and I do it to my kids as well,
Yeah.
and it's the essence of another. That's why
Yeah.
you're meant to be alone, but
Mhm.
even the word alone is all one. Like,
Mhm. Yeah. It's true. I know.
mm,
You start getting into it, things are not as they seem. They're
yes,
better. They're better
no,
if you pay
yeah,
attention.
Or they're beta, so better.
Better. Yes.
Better. Yeah.
Food for thought, everybody. And we'll use that in closing. And thank you to everybody in the chat room. You guys are awesome as always. A lot of people on X tonight. Don't be shy. You can put your comments in that actually comes on the board and we can interact. So
Well,
thank you all. Same
well,
with
I want to
Google.
say, can I just say one thing before you
Yes, of
quickly go?
course. Yeah.
Don't be afraid. Put your comment in, because how do you know that's not going to assist something Michelle does? Like the next person she interviews, or please put a comment in, because you never know, because that's you shining your light back to Michelle. So it's really important. So yeah, that's why this appreciation is really important. So go.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I thank
Yeah.
you, Elsa. See, I think it is very important. It's how we all connect. And I think connection is very important. So you guys, you have been listening to The Outer Realm with myself, Michelle DeRoche, the lovely Elsa Dillon, which www.spinbeings.com has been up here on the screen. But for those who are listening, again, www.spinbeings.com. We have been broadcasting live in United Public Radio Network 105.3 FM from the Gulf Coast, 107.7 FM from New Orleans. Thank you to our sponsors, Folgers Coffee, Justin Snicker, Steve McGinnis. Again, happy birthday, Steve McGinnis. Tomorrow night, please join me as we welcome back Stephen Bissett. Boy, have I had a lot of people ask about Stephen to come back. He was on a couple months ago. We ran out of time, and everybody started really getting into the whole Q&A part of the disclosure talk that he's going to be talking about. He is the guy that goes to Congress. He is the guy who keeps up on all of it. So definitely tune in for that. And thank you again, Elsa. Thank you again to everyone else. Oh, my pig. So glad you're able to just pop in. Thank you. Much love to you. I love you. Oh, I look guys, where have you all been? Thank you. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, audience. Yeah, it's been great.
Pleasure. And good night, everyone. We'll see you all tomorrow evening. Behave.